Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I'm your host, Big Bacon, coming to you on a beautiful Force Friday. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, from here on out, Fridays will be the day for Star Wars. So, today we're going to be looking at the black. Blah, blah, blah. I do apologize. My tongue is a little bit tired, apparently. Today we're going to be looking at the Black Series Mandalorian Edition Bo-Katan. I don't know why I had to specify Mandalorian because this is the only Bo-Katan we have. But yes, this is based off of her appearance in The Mandalorian. So, as with, well, let me see, where did I actually get this? I believe I had to order this online, but I do not remember who it was through. Oh well, it's not important. The fact is, it's mine. And it's going to be up on my shelf for the rest of my collection in just a few minutes. So as with all things, we're going to look at the accessories first. We're going to look at the figure. We're going to check the articulation. Then we're going to gear her up and get her on the shelf. So, accessory-wise, she comes with a pair of Mandalorian blasters. In fact, they're the exact same Mandalorian blasters that have come with every Mandalorian since the Rebels Sabine Wren. It's done in this semi-metallic silver. Not as ugly as, say, come on, the one type of silver plastic they use that's marbled and slightly see-through. This one does have paint apps on the hand grip. So, all in all, I mean, it's not a bad-looking blaster. I just, sometimes variety is nice. And she does come with two of them. Whee! Come on, focus. There we are. She comes with her jetpack, which is done in a very nice metallic silver color with sort of a, I don't even know what shade of blue to call that, but it does have accent paint on it. It does have a single peg on the back for fastening it to the figure. And it comes with her Night Owl helmet. I do love the visor shape on these female helmets. Very nice. Got the deep cuts here on the side. Got two-tone blue color, it looks like. The weathering and the stress marking on the actual paint is beautiful. She has a rangefinder that does articulate. Now, what do you say we take a look at Bo-Katan? So, Katie Sackhoff plays Bo-Katan in The Mandalorian. And as far as face sculpts go, I think this is a remarkably well done face sculpt. Certain angles you do see her more than others. The hair is a little bit off, it's a little flat, but they had to make it fit inside the helmet, so I understand the reasoning behind it. I also think it's a little bright, and there's not a lot of, there's no wash to bring out any detail in it. Got the metallic headband. Paint on it is phenomenal. As for the armor itself, it's done in this sort of metallic bluish gray color. It's got a lot of these scrape marks on it, damage, weathering, whatever you want to call it. Now, up here on the shoulders, actually let me rephrase that, way up here by the neck, on the shoulders, the gauntlets, the knee pads, the shin guards, they're all done in this sort of, once again, that same, I don't know the shade of blue, but it's blue. And all over all of them, you have carbon scoring, damaged paint, scuff marking, dirt. It gives it a very well used, very weathered look. Okay, right here underneath the belt we have more of this armor like what's up here. And then we get to the belt itself, which looks like it just came from a Duluth trading company. Like it's new, brand new leather. And that really kind of looks odd. I might have to blackwash that and make it look a little more dingy. But I love the paint detail here on the buckle. Love the sculpting on the belt. A lot of pouches. This buckle is very intricately sculpted. You can actually see mechanically how it would work. Pouches come all the way around the back. Metal connection points to the holsters, also done in silver. Does have dual holsters, one on each thigh. The actual thigh armor sits on the side of the leg instead of the front, and it matches the cuirass. Underneath the armor, it's sort of the same kind of darkish gray, although you could see the two different types of plastics used. There is a differentiation in shine level and a little bit on color. Boots are done in a brown leather look, but once again, looking at the foot, compared to the boot higher up on the leg below the knee, you see different, well, okay, this looks like it might be a boot cover that extends down onto the boot. So that's what the difference is. The boot itself is a different color. All in all, I like the look of the figure. Now the handguards, the gloves actually have armor plates on the back that are completely different than every other color. Black gloves. Back of the armor is, well, it's not painted. It matches the undersuit. But most of this is going to be covered by the jetpack anyway, so I like the look of this character, of this figure. It's done very well. Now let's move on to some articulation. The figure actually has a ball joint at the bottom of the neck and a ball joint at the top of the neck. So, looking up, doesn't really do much. And I think that's because of the way they've sculpted the... No, it was just stuck. My bad. Looking up, you get a little bit. Looking down, a little bit. Got some head tilt on it. Very nice. And the head rotates nicely. Arm hinges up to 90, and that's because the shoulder plate goes underneath the body armor. It does rotate all the way around. It almost feels like there's a butterfly joint, but I might just be flexing the peg, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to see. That ball for the shoulder fills the gap very nicely, so it's hard to see up in there. Single jointed, pinless elbow. Comes up beyond 90. Rotation there at the elbow. Hands rotate. Vertical hinge on the left hand. Vertical hinge on the right hand. Dual weapon hands, both with vertical hinges. Good job, Hasbro. Who says you can't do anything right? There is a mid-torso cut underneath, or high up under this armor. Allows for some rotation, some front and back, but it doesn't really hold well. And even a little bit of tilt. Hips, kick forward that far, out that far, back that far. Sorry about that. Legs come forward this far, out this far, back quite a bit. Mid-thigh cut for rotation. Single jointed knee comes up beyond 90, rotates at the knee. Foot hinges back that far. Forward that far, front facing pin for rocker. So, let's get her geared up and onto a shelf. Pop the pistols into the holsters. Slap the backpack on, or the jetpack. And once again, I love this face sculpt. We will not be hiding that face sculpt. So we are going to hold the helmet. There she is. So what do you say we get her up on the shelf where she belongs? And there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.